I talk too much because I know YouTube always cuts off the first like 5-10 seconds of a live. But I'm out here, I'm gonna do some mobility. It's officially a rest day for me. Oh, here we go. Have a good one. John Adams, hey man, what's up? Please like the stream if you have to go, or either way, just like it. But yeah, there's a bunch of kids here now. You know, summer break is over, so I might not be able to do exactly everything I want on camera. I will have my little area over here, but on the other side, well, I guess I can show you real quick. Bunch of kids, basically. So because okay, I'll tell you this at the top here for the one rewatching it later, that it's officially my rest day on a Wednesday. What has preceded it is upper body workout on Monday and lower body workout yesterday. And so today on the rest day, tomorrow I'm having a push workout, my very unique split that I have. I'm very proud of. Please let me know if you'd like a video on my training program, guys. The Solar Knight training program. Maybe mine should be the Solar King. Not that I don't want to say that I am the Solar King yet, you know, but I guess in this regard with the guys I teach, I have Solar Knights here, apprentices even, you know, and it's my school. So maybe the Solar King, Solar Knight is like the intermediate to advanced program, and the Solar King program is like the Giga Elite program. But anyway, I talk too much. My workout week looks like this Monday through Sunday. Upper workout, lower workout, rest, push, pull, legs, rest, and then repeat, you know. So tomorrow I have push. So what I have to have in mind on a Wednesday like this is that my legs are still recovering and I'll be using my push muscles tomorrow. So that means that I can't do anything too much with the legs, and I don't want to do too much with the pushing muscles either, because I don't want them to be, you know, I want my legs to recover. I don't want to rip anything up there today, and I don't want to rip anything up in my push muscles because I'll be training them tomorrow, right? And this means that in the lower body, my leg workouts are mostly focused on front and back, hamstrings and quads. So that means that the insides I still can do some work with. They have not been hit quite as much, so I can do some inside hip stuff, like the adductors, and I just saw wasp here. And it also means that I can work on some of my posterior upper body, so shoulders and back muscles on the back. That's kind of what I aim to do today with a completely intuitive, optional session like this. Kids, I think they understand that I own the camera and they'll be extra loud, you know. But okay, let's just do random, you know, activate, just swing around. I have the club here, use it for some stuff, but I just do some core, get a little hot with it. And then actually, I keep my glasses by you guys. I don't want them when I'm exercising, but I need to be able to see it if you guys talk. If you're here, please talk. Here, just get hot. Get a little bit of pulse, activate the core, elevate the body temperature. Windmill. I call this the windmill. So this, yes, is already back mobility. When I do this, you see how the club helps me extend, stretches out the back and helps me extend, or stretches out the front even, and it helps me extend the back. So this is actually mobility for shoulders and back. Did you see? I left it. I don't control it as much because I want it to kind of like pull me back a bit. I noticed the one-sided version of this. Pretty cool too. Although Someone said something. I would guess not. But I see some people are here. How much does that club weigh? This one in particular weighs 10 kilos. And that's much more than you think when it's not a dumbbell in your hand. You have this long moment arm. You know, think anything, right? If you hold 10 kilos right in your hand as a ball, it's not that much. But if you hold a stick with 10 kilos out, it's a lot more, right? So that's the whole thing with a club. Changes the center of gravity and everything completely. Like the pull of the gravity. Yeah, the longer moment arm, basically. Yeah, but please like, guys. Come on, what is this with watching and not liking? I don't understand, guys. You are saying, telling me that I want to watch but I don't like you. That's what you are saying with that, just so you know. That's how people in your life do. If they tell you something, you know, you engage with them somehow. And they tell you about something they did or something, and you're just like, they will take that as you not being fucking interested, you don't not liking them, you know, just so you know. I'm not saying that I'm upset, I'm just trying to teach you proper manners here. Yeah, thanks for the like, someone got it. Then we go on, mobilizing. I'm actually, so my lower back and hamstring will not be focused on this session at all, because I worked that yesterday, like I explained at the start. In the lower body, what I actually do proper mobility work is on the insides of the hip, adductors mainly, but to just mobilize and get going, it doesn't hurt to do a little bit of even those muscles that I won't be using so much now. So I'll do some Jefferson curls here, stretch out the hamstrings a bit, and the lower back in a rounded position there with low weight. Let's go. Oh, the glasses we don't need. Please like, guys. I know you're more, you just fucking like. So with this one, I actually work best when I do it like that. See the Jefferson curl, if you know a Romanian deadlifter, good morning, it's more that you keep a straighter back and you allow the knees to bend, not because you're pushing the knees forward, but because the butt comes back. The Jefferson curl, you do the opposite. You round your back and you try to keep the legs straighter. So it looks more like, instead of this, it looks more like this. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, definitely feel that I worked these muscles yesterday. If you notice what I do with my head at the top, it's not really necessary, but it's kind of to send a cue to the rest of the body. We round in, right? Wasps here in the grass. Wasp. You know, I have a very bad history with wasps. Both eyes on the balls, but I was so small that I don't remember. 2 likes, wow, that's twice as many as last time, thank you. Done it. John, sorry, forgot you could like live streams. I mean, it's apparently the job as the coach and the content creator to always fucking remind you guys. So I'm also not angry, John. I mean, of course, I think more about people liking the stream than what other people do. It's my thing, right? I mean, it's our thing. I share it with you, but you see what? It's me putting on the thing. So, and I noticed, well, both that is the role of the coach and dad, the leader, the content creator, to just remind you guys all the time. I mean, both about this, that liking, but you know, even in the message about mental health and training and discipline and all this, it's just a lot of the things I say is not completely fresh, right? It's reminders of the same old things, new angles to it and that, right? So, yeah. But I've also been able to tell recently that a minority of people, I would say most people that follow me, kind of get my personality and way of expressing myself. I'm a little ADHD, you know, I'm a little rough. Like, even though I'm nice and understanding many times, the way I talk can be a little bit, could to the person that doesn't get how I am, it could sound dismissive or like I'm telling someone they're stupid or something. But it's especially when you're on camera and you're not immediately with the person, because of course you can tell if someone is there's a little, you know, obviously a little short skinny guy or something. I'm not gonna go blasting in his face if he asks me a question. But if I'm here on stream by myself and I get questions in writing and it makes me think of something, you know, I will rant about it, but it's not that I think the person asking the question is an idiot or anything, do you understand? And so I think most of you guys following me get that, but I've noticed recently that some people, they think I'm angry, that I'm aggressive, going on the offense, they say, you know, and it's so funny to me when I literally experience 0% anger in those moments, right? So it's the balance, right? I can't just give up on myself and try to cater to everyone, try to please everyone, because I'll end up pleasing no one. But you can always adjust and try to improve your communication when it's possible. But then some people are always going to be haters and want to see what's wrong and find errors in you and complain or just misunderstand. And then those people can be elsewhere, right? So there are more people, I think, more can like as I go on. What was it I had in mind to do there? I was thinking of something last time. But I guess we can start a little bit of the inside thigh stuff. So what I'm thinking is some kind of hip hinge with wide stance. That they will hit a bit of hamstrings, but more insides, and some Cossack squats. So maybe let's start with the Cossack squats. The kids, this particular group of kids, the recess is apparently over. I'm just kind of, they still want to be in this spot for a little bit, but yeah, it's good. Yeah, good. Can the chat fucking go away? There, let's go. Okay. So it's not the best serve with more grass there, but it's fine. I guess I'll actually do this time, I'll change it around, but this time I'll do one leg at a time. And actually, let's start with it. This is very difficult for my still injured left side, so but we'll start with that. So on this one, I kind of like to find the position in the bottom first. There. So it's mainly here. This you're working with strength, but here the mobility, the inside and some backside. A little bit of mobility in different adductors on this side. Much easier on this side. Amazing exercise, guys. Nice. Oh, I love my body, guys. And I don't mean the way it looks, the way it feels. It's just amazing. Those, just a year ago, a little more than a year ago, because I started mobility training like at the start of August last year. And man, all those things fucking sucked. And now they're great. Client texting me. Gonna have to wait a bit. Not a super long stream. Probably if you guys don't come in. I have shit to do today. But it's a beautiful thing with being your own boss and employer, right? I can reschedule them a bit if people come in, you know. But I realize this is a bad time for me to stream also, 11, you know, in the middle of the night for Americans. And yeah, a lot of people here are at work, of course. So it's kind of just one of those, I would do this either way. And I just felt like, why not put on a stream, you know? It would be more fun if you guys talked also. Was it only me? Ask me something. Give me something to talk about in between the sets, you know. I'll go hit another one. So this time, let's do alternating sides instead of one at a time. And then I'll actually hold it like this. It's gonna make it a bit more difficult with the balance. Wow. Wow, Awiva. There are more people here. Some kind of porn site or something. Dating site promoting themselves in the chat. Go fuck yourself. I guess it's a bot, you know, but either way. That's actually, you know, I'm sure no one will click these. But hello, can I erase them? Maybe not on the phone. Well, it doesn't really matter, it's just satisfying, you know. Remove the crap. Clean the shit out of your ass. After shitting, you know, I'm shitting is putting out the content. Then there's some shit around, not only real comments like some bots with the porno sites and dating apps and that shit. Alright guys, like and talk to me. That's all I ask. And that you send a super chat if you're very impressed. You say, fuck Theo, that's good work. You're out on your rest day doing this and you don't even have to. I want to encourage you. Here's a super chat, just because I want to give back, because of all the great information, inspiration, content you've given me. I realize you don't have to do any of this, Theo, just as I don't have to send you a super chat, but I want to, just as you want to put out the content, and we mutually uplift each other. Yeah, that would be nice, if we all thought like that, right? Okay, I'm trying to, I do this intuitively. I knew I was gonna do Cossack squats, but you know, intuitive alternations, like, okay, we did one leg at a time first, then we did both at the same time. I'm thinking of something I can do. This is kind of cool actually. I'll do 5 per side, on one side at a time, and I'll do some pulses at the bottom. So pulses is like when in the stretch position, instead of moving out to a completely contracted position, you just you stay in the stretch position and just go ooh, ooh, ooh. You kind of bounce in your own muscle, you know, hitting that stretch really great. So that's a good ending to the Cossack squats actually. Let's do that. Like that. So 5 plus 5 to 10 pulses. After this one. Okay, 10 pulses. Not the best pulse exercise, but still something new, right? Oh, more people like to stream and talk to me. Yes, Patriot Footbeds. That's a funny name. You sell nationalistic footbeds. That's interesting. Please do allow it on your avatar there or whatever. You just found your channel again. Yeah, that's cool, man. Can I drink the sun soda when fasting to cut? Or should I start back up with nothing? If you can do that, what do you think is the answer to this? This is one of those times where I'm not angry at you, but it's not productive for me to say, yes, you can. Because I want to make you think a little fucking bit for yourself here. What do you mean if you can do it? Do you need dad's permission to do it? Or do you actually wonder, if I have a drop of sun soda on the fast, I can't lose weight. It's impossible. Or what are you really asking? This is the thing with a guy like me. Many questions, they are annoying. Not in the sense that you're annoyed with a person. It's just like, if you even ask that, you know, it's like, where do I begin? Of course you can drink sun soda. You can also don't do that. You can also not fast at all and lose weight. So, yeah, you have to, like, for me to give you a productive answer about the sun soda, you have to tell me about you, your situation and your goals, and what the problem has been when you don't have it, and what you yourself think might be better with a sun soda, but you're not sure, so you're asking me. Do you get it? So the thing with the sun soda is I have all the content on it. I think the answer to your questions is really there. I can just say, yes, you can drink it and lose weight and not elaborate further, but how helpful is that, you know? So what I say is, I think it can be, when it's for weight loss mainly, you're doing fasting, and you're a guy that trains and lifts weights, I think, yeah, it says now, he has have fasted well before, hated snake juice, so did dry fasting. Probably need to go back and watch those videos. Yeah, you probably do. But what I'll say here, I'll give you a little answer still, but it's like I'm trying, when I tell you these things, I'm trying both to make it easier for myself, like make you understand how you should phrase your questions, but I'm actually helping you at looking at the right things too, because I get so many questions where I could give a direct answer, but I can tell from the way the question is even formulated that, but this is not really what do they even really want to know, you know, that's the thing. But so what I'd say about the sun soda, for instance, I tried one fast with it, went great, but I will do another fast later on that's really more of a detox fast in a sense, you know, and then I don't want to have anything. I'll have snake juice most likely, just electrolytes, and the idea is to use the sauna a shit ton too, but keep, you know, dehydrating, pouring in, just like I'm putting myself in the washing machine and dryer basically over and over in a sense. But so for that one, there would be nothing beneficial for me. It is partly to weight loss too, that fast, because I will be post bulk, but you see, it's not my only goal. And then I choose to not have the sun soda there. But for instance, if I could redo the cut I did earlier this year now, when I did a 64-hour fast every other week, I would have wanted to try it with a sun soda, because I think it's an attract or chase effect of these 200 to 400 calories you have, that you use them, they will be able to make you use even more energy, so that you in the end, you're in a bigger deficit than if you had no sun soda at all, and also you will be much more ready to train when you break the fast. This was so beautiful on this 72-hour sun soda fast that I did, that when I broke when I had a sun soda of the day of breaking the fast and went to train, it didn't feel like a fasted workout at all, because I was getting these carbs from the sun soda, right? So there's the long answer still to it. Like, you can definitely have the sun soda. You should just be asking yourself, like, why? It's not a question if can you have it, it's like, should you? For what reason are you even thinking about it? What makes you think could it be better than the snake juice or not? And for what? That's what you should be asking yourself, not if you can have it. Obviously you can have it, right? Okay, let's do like, it's a little unfortunate now when it's getting autumn, fall too. Like, the sun is still nice. It still has an effect even here in Sweden, but the angle is lower, so there's more shade here. I'm not quite sure where I want to be. I have one more leg thing, and now the kids are away, so I might actually be able to do a little bit of upper back stuff here. But I know I want to do some kind of side split hip hinge now. I guess I'll just use the same place for now. I guess I bring the glasses so I see if I think I'm in a nice spot. Please, I appreciate the patriotic footbed. I appreciate your input though. That's what I always want. I guess I will try to clarify a bit more. Because the way I answer questions, it's not that, oh, that was an idiot question and you shouldn't have asked it, and this is why you shouldn't have asked it. It's more like, I'm helping you to look at the right thing, and I still appreciate the question. It's just that, for you, I want you to be able to ask a different question, not for me, a bit for me to what you see. It's just communication, making the picture of everything clearer. That's what it's all about. Okay, yeah, I think this is all right. Probably not even going to use them, but I brought them. This is okay. Yeah, I think so. You know what? I think there's actually a good spot there. Leave the club here for now. I leave all this shit here for now, actually. I'm figuring it would be nice if I had one of those, what are they called? We call them a fly, literally, in Swedish, like one of those little microphones here, so you could hear me very well even when I'm, yeah, away doing the thing, right? If I can get this to work, that would actually be good. If we get a lower angle, please. Is that all right? Yeah. This is quite nice, as long as the camera stays there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So side split hip hinge thing. It might be. We'll see if I do reps or even just sit in a stretch. I think today is just a stretchy day, actually. But you can do something in between where you don't count reps. But here, for instance, I can take one at a side at a time and be like, just finding good positions and stretches. That's good for now. My guys, have someone chatted or sent me super chat? Let's find out. It's basically a coin flip, right? Basically 50-50 if it's happened already or not. Oh, no one, to my big surprise, no one had said anything in the chat or sent a super chat. Well, you know, sometimes you get surprised. I mean, 50-50, I guess every other time it's not gonna happen too. And yeah, I'm being very generous when I say it's a 50-50 chance. I'm just having fun with you guys. With myself, really, you know. But for you guys, I guess. I'm having fun with myself for you guys. That's what happens when you don't talk so much. It's been a little bit of contribution, of course. But I'm really, that's, you know, guys, so many people, you know, they don't view it as that because they're not acutely scared. But I notice how many people live in fear. They don't dare to do like 1% of what I do. And they have all these excuses. No, I don't want to, blah, blah, blah. No, it's too much, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, that can be a point sometimes. Not that, I'm not saying that everyone should be want to be like me. But this, that we're not supposed to be all afraid, just watch stuff. Just sit from afar and watch when people do real shit in the world like I do. And you watch it only. Like when you have the chance, highly extroverted, interactive person as myself, you know. It's astonishing to the degree that people are not talking to, you know. Like it's the volume, still a small channel like mine. I have thousands of followers. I will still have, you know, many people I interact with. But percentage-wise, you're still like, so many people are not taking the invitation to fucking be in the tribe. You know, I talk to everyone that talks to me. That's not a fucking douchebag, of course. But, you know, I had some like gay guys recently like really come on to me with disgusting comments. So I had to tell them to go fuck themselves. But you know, that's my limit basically. Just be a nice person and I'll be nice and talk to you always. So Mr. Bombastics, your favorite carb sources: rice, potatoes, fruit, making some conversation. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Let me, you know what, let me go hit another set and then I will answer your question there. It's a good one. So this time so you hit, there are many different muscles here on the inside, like some that don't attach over the knee, so you actually stretch them better with a bent knee, and some that, you know, they're in the middle, when you don't have completely straight legs, but you're here somewhere. That's what we're gonna try to hit this time. So I'm gonna show you from the side. Like in comparison, instead of just moving like that, I'm actually gonna be allowing the knees to bend a little bit more, like that, but I'll do it from the front. So. And all of this, guys, it's not because I have educated myself and gone to school. This is me exploring my body along with looking at the anatomy. And then I just understand whether, oh, okay, now I hit more of that, you know. You have the best source of information. Yourself, your body, your ability to experience what's going on in your body. So now a bit more bend there. So it's like kind of a it's a hip hinge and squat with a wide stance at the same time. This one, wow, this one is good. Cool. Just endure the pain. Oh, okay. Oof. Oof. You know, the nice thing with mobility training, it has a much more instant gratification than hypertrophy muscle training. Like, of course, you can get a pump and you can get some free testosterone flowing, so you just feel good. But you know, it's not like in Tom and Jerry that you take the dumbbell, do this, and now you have huge biceps immediately. But with the mobility, you will get some instant better mobility. Like, it's kind of like if this is the mobility bar, it's kind of like you raise it and then we'll go down a bit after the workout. But you know, you get results more directly after your workout, is what I'm saying. Because it's different means of progress. Okay, my favorite carb sources: rice, potatoes, fruit. So what I'll say for my starchy carbs, I actually take this. Yeah, my starchy carbs, I prefer rice and potatoes. Potatoes are more micronutrient dense, potassium among other things in there, and they are also more satiating. And I also think, just for me as a Swede, it's a more natural option than the rice. But there's a balance with those things. It's not that you have to live exactly like how some fucking forest man lived thousands of years ago, but you should have that in mind at least, like, and noticing how your body reacts to things. But so what I say is rice. What white rice is, it's processed in a sense, so it's basically just that stuff has been taken out. And almost all there is to white rice is fast digesting carbs that are easy on the gut for most people. Some people even have rice intolerance. They can be intolerant to almost anything, and that's why we can't forget the individual element, right? But so when it works the way it should, all rice is a fast carb source that's easy on the gut, and it's easy to eat a lot of, right? So it's a good bulking food. It's not very satiating. And on the contrary, the potatoes are more satiating, a little bit more micronutrient dense. So I still eat a lot of potatoes now when I bulk too, but I will have more rice. But they are more satiating, so they are a better choice for just staying fuller when you cut. So those are the starchy carbs. Then I like fruit, love fructose. You know, what you gotta understand is that it's very different with like fructose corn syrup, you know, that's been extracted. This is the thing with us humans. We think we're so fucking smart that when we figure this out, like carbs, protein, fats, we think that's all there is to it. But then it turns out there are different kinds of carbs, protein, and fats. And not only that, maybe it differs when what environment is the carb in? When it's in the fruit with everything else in the fruit, maybe it's a completely different story, and that's true. That's exactly how it is. So I love that the same thing goes here. Fruit juice, it's processed in the sense that it's been squeezed. Your body is gonna take it up faster than just chewing on a fruit. But I still think the high quality fruit juice is excellent for an athlete such as myself to get in easy carbs like that. It's actually good that it's not so satiating and that an athlete can take it in quick. You know, you replenish yourself quickly pre, intra and post workout with something like fruit juice and some salt, right? But for the more obese person, or when you're cutting or you have sugar addiction, you know, it's better to stick with whole fruits, because they would, again, there will be more fiber in there, just more meat to the fruit. It will help you stay more satiated. Now we just have honey. That I can't even list the benefits of the honey is so long, you know. But what I figure too, it's a nice sweet thing from nature that the bees make, you know. It's not just extracted sugar from something. It's actually in there in a natural form with a bunch of micronutrients. So yeah, I've talked a bit about what I think carbs for different purposes, you know, but starchy carbs, white rice and potatoes are the best options. Then we have the fruits, fruit juice and whole fruits depending on who you are and your goals at the time, and honey, just excellent. Those are my favorite carb sources. I have honey and some berries and fruit or orange juice at the start of the day, always. I have potatoes or rice always with my second meal, and with my last meal is when I don't always have as much. I'm actually putting out a video about a little bit more diet insight later today. Please let me know if you'd be interested in the chat. Or I mean, I recorded today. I think I put it out today. If you are interested, yeah. But then yeah, at night I might have a glass of orange juice, or I might have a bit of honey, depending on how the day has been otherwise. But those are my favorite sources. So let's take a final stretch here. And please, that was a good question. It's nice to get to elaborate like that. Even, you know, I'm a big picture guy. I often talk about the philosophy and principles of it all, but of course I'm a huge nerd for myself. It's just that I wouldn't maybe think of even bringing up what I think about carb sources if someone doesn't ask, right? And this is how we cooperate. You get to know what you want to know from me, and I understand further what you want to know from me. Do you understand? I'm trying to teach you guys that it's all mutual here on Earth. It's just coincidence that you happen to have one consciousness. We're a bunch of consciousnesses here, and we're part of the same consciousness, the divine consciousness, you know, and we're supposed to work together and uplift each other like this. Just so you know, guys. I think the last variation felt so... How's the camera? I have to pull it down a bit. The last variation felt so good that I'll actually do a similar one again. I can do a little elephant-ish style with it. So elephant is when you do it more with straight legs, but it doesn't do like that. So I try to move with two stretches, basically. Now my legs are shaky, guys. Lots of side action here. All the kids. No, they know. They comment me. You know how it warmed my heart recently when I was here, and the kids came out to the gym there. And look, guys, it's Swedish Giga Chad. No, it's an English-speaking school, but he did say it in Swedish, like "Det svenska Giga Chad." So you know how happy I got from that. And I've helped them out with like school assignments when they're supposed to do little challenges with strangers, and yeah, every fucking one knows me in this neighborhood is what I realized, and it's so funny because I'm not out here trying to gain attention. It's just a perfect spot for me to be in and do stuff. But I realize now I'm so into my shit here. I'm like right now all immersed in you guys, you know, and this that we're doing. But of course I'm here doing shit all the time, looking jacked as fuck. So of course people know who I am, right? Oh, there's the glasses. You know how many times? You know how many times I've put away my glasses here and then I can't find them because I'm not wearing them and I can't see them, right? But yeah, maybe just some dead hang shit and stuff, you know, because for the upper body, I don't. This is really on the Wednesday. If I want to squeeze in mobility, so I already did some yesterday for the legs. It was really only the insides. The upper body, it's just that it isn't great options here. It's like dead hangs to stretch out the lats and the back. And I guess I could do something that's not necessarily mobility work, but more, you know, assistance work, like scapular work, like short when you pull with your arms straight like that. I could do stuff like that. What do you think, guys? You think nothing. You're 4 people at least watching, and you think nothing. But please like the stream if you haven't already. Now the question is, as usual, where do I put the camera? I guess it doesn't really matter if you can't see my legs when I'm hanging, and maybe you can, I'm not sure. I don't think you will be able to, but maybe if... Ah. But am I in the sun then? Yeah. Okay. Trying to find the best optics here. I was gonna say, what do you think, guys? As if you know anything about what I should. Yeah, put the camera there. Sorry, guys, for the sort of dead air here, but it's not easy. I'm fucking skilled at this, you guys. Since no one else gives me credit for it, I must say that I can run these streams without getting much interaction from the chat. And it's not only a complaint, by the way. I understand the channel is too small and the audience is not that big, right? It's okay. But, you know, I have to make shit up on my own. Often have to adjust to something going on in the moment. You know, and I fucking manage with it. I would say my streams, one-man show, there's very little dead air, right? I like hanging from a bar, Javier says. Yeah, it's a very healthy thing to do for the shoulders. Stretches them out like that. Most people are here with their shoulders most of the time, or here with a phone, you know. Stretch it out like that, pull stuff back. There's a little bit too little of that going on. But okay, I guess we'll just do this one. Intense basketball match there. 6 people, please like. Consider supporting my workout and me and the channel with a super chat. The nice follow-up from the guy, Mr. Bombastics, who asked about the carbs. I'll take a look at it after I just hang for a bit. I'll do some hip rotations and shit. You'll see, guys. You can always... the more you optimize, you can get so much shit done at the same time. You see this actually go up a bit chill from these, like that. Go there. Oh, I just came up. There's a great... I'll actually do it once, I think, just to show you guys, but it's a great side split option we can do here. Yeah. You can look here with an extended back, but also tuck yourself. This is gonna hit a bit different. Work. Scapular work. I like to not only... Yeah, I mean, you need to be quite strong in the shoulders for that, but not only pull up and down, but actually roll the shoulders here. So nice. Creating room. And then different things like this. It's not only contracting the abdominal muscles, but it's actually stretching out back and side muscles too. The obliques, and the lower back, and the quadratus lumborum. Some rotations for the spine, nice. Okay. That was one set. Patriot footbeds. It's a good skill to learn. It will make your streams better when the audience is bigger. Bro, I have the skill, and now I'm just refining it. You're supposed to say yes, Theo. You are great at this. I agree. It's a shame people in your fucking life never give you credit for anything, so you have to do it yourself, you know. But I see you. I see you just as you see people and uplift and compliment and validate them all the time. And I want to give back. And this skill that you 100% have already, it will be nice for you to refine even further, so that when you finally get what you deserve, the big breakthrough with the channel, that will be very useful. Yeah, I'm helping you improve your communication. Yeah, okay, Mr. Bombastics. Thanks, Theo, he says about the carb response. I'm doing vertical diet. Been on and off it for a year or so, but now more strictly to bulk. Eating lots of rice, but definitely potatoes, orange fruit, orange juice plus fruit. Good to hear about diet. Yeah, well, I'm happy, man. You know, what I'll say about being strict, you should be strict in terms of food quality, but you know, that's why what I try to say with the vertical diet, I love it. I learned a whole ton from Stan Efferding about nutrition, like how to be thinking about the entire diet, you know. And he also, even in his, he just like me, talks about the importance of sleep and that. I don't know if Stan Efferding is a little late to the party on the sun appeal. I know because he's so into sleep. I know he understands that the sun plays a part there, but I haven't seen him spam the way he does with sleep, the importance of sunlight, and it really is on par, right? But what I'd say is that it's a great diet to think of. Okay, the basis for my macros is red meat and white rice. For carbs, protein and fat. And the red meat, the choice is because of the healthy fats and because of the animal protein, but also the micronutrient bomb in there. All the B vitamins, magnesium, zinc, heme iron, creatine even, you know. It's a great base, you know, and then thinking of it as, okay, that's where I get most of my energy, and then I have these carefully selected vegetables and fruits, honey and stuff like that on the side that I, for mostly for micronutrients, but also they will make up some of the macronutrients, right? But then a lot of the things that are like forbidden in the vertical diet, because that's also a great thing with the vertical diet, it's made to address health and performance. Beautiful view here with the sun, right? Health and performance by minimizing gastric distress. Because your gut health is your physical health and brain, you know, it's so much. If your gut is bad, something else is bad with you, you know, varying degrees of this, of course. But so it's a good way of thinking about it. As long as my diet makes my gut work really well, I go to shit, I shit regularly. I don't really have stomach pains. I don't get bloated, you know. It's a great sign. But a lot of those foods that are forbidden in the diet, a lot of people would do well with. So do you see, you can kind of, I would like people just like me, vertical diet, great foundation. Now make your little tweaks. So like, I add the intermittent fasting in, I add the beef flavor in there. Oh, you know, so you see, you have your own little spin on it. So I guys, I had to change the angle to do this, but I just came up with a side split thing that I have not done in a long while. And now I've already done a lot of side split work, so I think I can't go too hard on it. You're not gonna be able to see, the entire me as I do this. But there's no other way, so it's a little bit more centered. Please keep some questions coming, you guys. I'll keep it for an hour, this stream going. So look, what you do here is this. Okay, guys. Wow. Been a while. Let's do 10 reps. This is 5. Yeah. Last one. Wow. Oh, you know, when I did those, when I had worse mobility, and I did in my program, when I was working with my friend as a mobility coach, he gave me 10 sets of 5 with that one. I remember I felt like I was split up, like I had broken in the middle after I'd done this, like I'd given birth and I'm now ripped open in the middle. They're kind of cute. On Tinder, a girl sees me sitting like this. You think she'd like? Nah, because most girls on Tinder, they want the beta bad boy douchebag that's just angry little boy, you know, because these girls, of course, is dumb bitches too, like little girls, you know. Sad, most people are damaged these days. And the alpha beta dichotomy is upside down. Or not upside down, but the thing people think is alpha is just another form of beta, you know. It's not only the soy boy, right, that like kisses women's asses and that. It's also this loud, alcoholic, you know, bad guy. It's just, like I said, angry little boy. Anything more from you guys? Yeah, the porno bot is back. Patriot Footbeds. That's a funny fucking name, man. A footbed I've never heard of. And a Patriot one even. So if you can, we have like 8 minutes more of the stream. If you can tell me about that, that would be fun. I'll say before I answer that question, we have 8 minutes, guys. I set as a goal, someone send a super chat, may it be $1, you know. That's the goal for the stream, that someone picked up on my plead to you to join in and make this more mutual. By just the gesture of $1, you show that you were the one that got it. So yeah, just letting you know, guys, that's the goal now. Patriot Footbeds, do you have any interest in other sports? The thing for me is, I can be interested if someone who is like, let's say a football player, and I mean a soccer player by that, you know, actual football. It's so weird that Americans call the thing when you run with the ball in your hand, football so much. Someone delivered immediately, Javier. I'll go back to your question, but I gotta promote. Javier Herranz, €5. Thank you for motivating us. Today I begin the change of habits to become a better me. Well, I'm happy, Javier. Javier, for you who don't know, he has been with me for like 3 years or something. More maybe, but I've seen him for that long. And he's been, you know, here and there. I've always get happy when I see your comments, man. They are genuine. I know your English isn't really great, you know. You apologized for that once, but I don't care. The sentiment is there. I felt your support, so love you, man. And yeah, fucking do better me. You know, Javier, I'll tell you right now, if you dare to have a call with me, as a thanks back, not for this super chat only, for you supporting me for so long, I'd be happy to talk to you a little bit. Just have the free consultation like that. That's the things I do, guys. Theo always gives more. €5, you get €150 coaching consultation call to prove the point here, you know. So, Javier, if you know where to find me, the information is in the description. I would do that for you, talk to you for like 30 minutes, help you sort out a little plan if you want. Patriot Footbeds, do you have any interest in other sports? Okay, this is what I was saying. The soccer player, football player that would come to me, like, how do I train to become a better football player? That would interest me, because I'm like, okay, what has he done? He runs like this, and he's got thinking of training for that sport. But I personally, it's fun. I am a leader kind of personality, right? So I realize I've always hated team games, you know. I hate to be dependent on other people. I want to do my fucking thing. I'm so used to in my life that other people just fucking ruin everything for me, use me and stuff. So I prefer sports where it's just me. I'll say though, as just an addendum to that, I've noticed that I still need help from some people. I can't be all me, but the balance for me is a lot of the time I like to do shit on my own, right? So I enjoy golf that I played in the summer, but I'm not super serious about it, you know. I would enjoy just, I think there's not many sports that I will just take on to become very good at them, but now that the thing, guys, when you self-improve, mobility, strength, everything, you train everything, you're fucking good at anything, almost you try. I become better than ever at golf by playing less and just getting my body sorted, right? So I could consider going climbing. I'll be good at that with my newly gained strength and mobility, right? Did someone else send a super chat now that I missed? I'm good. Yeah. Oh. Patriot Footbeds, 15 Australian dollars. Happy to send some dollars. Well, thank you, man. And you know, you've already contributed just by talking to me in the chat. So I very much appreciate that too. But yeah, on the sports thing, what you can see that I could be interested in almost any sport. To just try it, but I'm interested in developing me, and for me a sort of interest becomes like, how good can I become at golf without golfing ever, but just training and becoming just good in general, right? So yeah, but I'll say this, I will definitely get into some kind of martial art at some point, because I need to, right now, I've said this before, now I'm strong and capable, and just by in means of that, I, you know, someone who's an idiot and doesn't know what they're doing, I could probably just wrestle them down. But like a bigger, just even fatter guy than me that has experience fighting would probably kick my ass, right? And so more for just self-protection reasons. Not that I need that immediately in my life, but you know, we try to improve ourselves the most we can. Did someone else send something now? Hey, what is this? Phil D, 10 pounds. Thank you for answering a random question on Insta this morning. I will send you an email. Well, thank you, man. You see, this, guys, what I want to teach you now, do you see how it comes back to me, that I am so nice and helpful, that I really want to? I'm not like, I won't give you the help if you don't give me money, but I remind you that I am helping you for free. You can help me for free as well. And then it's just a great relationship where we both, it's not that someone is losing and someone is winning, both win, you understand? So I'm telling you this because I want you to understand that in your life you can do this too. You can just be a very, very helpful person. Never allow yourself to be used. You have to be able to pick up on when someone is just using you, they won't give something back. Because we're not doing it to get something back, but we can't give ourselves away to someone that doesn't appreciate it at all and just uses us, right? So that's a balance. But guys, not only here on YouTube with the super chats, that's just the in-your-face example now, but in my life, it comes back all the time. I get stuff for free. I get better prices at something. I just get an invitation to some event or something, just because I have taken the time to try and help someone, you know. So this is something that mutually uplifting each other is one of the biggest, that's what the purpose of life here on earth is, guys. And I want you to understand. So I'm very appreciative. And do you see, guys, do you see that I made almost 30 bucks in an hour? And that's more than what a lot of jobs that people have pay. And I've been out here training on myself and helping you guys by answering your questions, right? Asar says, love this guy. Well, thanks, I appreciate that. You know, I like getting the love. Do you understand that I am quite, I'm actually not going to do more mobility on the stream because I am almost done. I'll just hang there for a couple of times, which is not so much more fun for you to say. Hey, he said my name, let's go. Have you not noticed that I'm the most interactive fucking social media guy ever, bro? Like, I will say, you say almost whatever if you talk to me. I'm starting my first day at college today. I hit the push-up workout, he says. Well, that is awesome, man. Keep adding it on. Get a pull-up bar, do some Bulgarian split squats. That's my holy three for getting started with training with minimal equipment and not having to go to the gym. Push-ups, different variations of push-ups, make them more difficult if you must, you know. When you can do over like 20, 30 reps, make them more difficult by elevating your foot. If you can, put some weight on your back. If you can, elevate your hand, you know, with something like, you know, it doesn't have to be these bars, but, you know, something so that the floor isn't in the way. Push-ups for chest, shoulders and triceps. You do pull-ups or chin-ups, both, you know, for biceps and the back. And then you do some Bulgarian split squats for the butt and the legs. And of course, it's a very minimalist program. Some things get a little bit more emphasized than others, but it is a great foundation, full body foundation. It's basically my starting program at home. Bulgarian split squats, push-ups, and okay, I guess I have to keep the stream running a bit because I'm getting the good question. I love when I get training questions when I'm fucking out here and can show you. So you asked what the Patriot football guy, he answered, by the way. I have to tell you guys that watch after. He said that it is an arch support for ski boots. Interesting. So I get that. It's some kind of equipment. But I guess you're good at skiing then, bro. Solid routine for someone first getting into it, Asar says. Yeah, exactly, man, exactly. Yeah, well, if you keep bringing some questions and super chats, I'll stick around. Like I said, I'm my own man here. I have more work to do today, but I am my boss, so I can put it up until later if you guys want to talk more. Super chats and questions, guys. That's what's going to keep me around. And likes. So, okay, better angle, because it's better to see from the side, actually. Okay, here I think is perfect. So the Bulgarian split squat is a unilateral squat, meaning it's on one side at a time. Yeah, if I go way away on that bench, you'll see it. Yeah, there. I wonder my glasses. I'm not gonna find my glasses, guys. But, okay. So I don't really see myself now, because I don't have glasses, and it's sunny. But you put the one leg back there. You come from, so you see it's not right next to my leg here. It's actually back, extended back a bit. And now I stay as upright as possible, just sink into a squat. And it's a great quad and glute movement. And balance, and hip flexor stretch, and core, because you're unilateral. So it's like a classic hate exercise. No matter if it's a noob or an advanced athlete, everyone hates the Bulgarian split squat because it's so fucking good and effective. It's like, do you know this meme where there's someone coming up to the counter at the store and the guy says, "Best I can do is," and then you fill in the blank. And I saw it when my powerlifting coach gives me Bulgarian split squats in my program. The answer is, best I can do is literally not that at all. Everyone hates them. That means they're great. It's not very similar to the pistol squat, Azar. It's just similar. It's just similar in the way that it's a squatting pattern, but it's very different. This is a split squat stance. When you extend the leg way back, in the pistol squat you have it all the way in front, and you have to work your hip flexor to. So it's not very similar at all, to be honest, when you're comparing different squats. It's just that it's unilateral and a squat movement. But apart from that, it's basically as different as it can be. Add weights or do heaps of them. Patriot Footbed says, well, why not both? But you probably never should do more than 20 reps when the goal is strength and hypertrophy. So I like 8 reps per side as a sort of standard, but you could go lower or higher than that too. I mean, start out body weight. I could do that with most clients, and then you add some kettlebells in your hands, maybe a barbell on your back. It's up to you. 9 people. Wow, almost hitting them 2 digits. If you ask more questions, I give it a few minutes. More questions or send a super chat, I'll stick around. Otherwise, I have other shit to tend to. And Phil D also said, thank you for lifting me today before the super chat. So I appreciate that, man. It's why I do what I do. And I just want you to lift me a bit back so that I can lift you back. Oh, I think I was going on that rant before. That so much in my life I'm used to. I'm the fucking helpful guy. I'm the fucking guy that thinks about everyone and tries to do the best thing for everyone. But just because I am a little controversial and I don't conform to all the norms and I'm not politically correct, and that I often get shit and get treated as I am a selfish person or something, when I just have to know for myself that's literally not true at all. You're the fucking selfish person. It's the alpha burden. With you guys I can share it like this, but in life obviously people are just not gonna get it. Like my mom still thinks I'm a narcissist and I do all of this, look at me and my muscles. Yeah, I don't care about helping anyone at all. I just want all you guys to see how pretty I am and say that I'm pretty, I'm good looking. That's what it's all about. That's literally what my fucking parents, or not my dad necessarily, but my mom thinks. They are literally the least supportive people. But hundreds of people have told me how amazing the things I've done here is, and thanked me for their help. My parents, zero. And look, I'm not saying this as I'm really that bothered by it. It's just that sometimes all of this, not only the parents, it accumulates, and you're kind of like, oh, someone has sent a big super chat. Oh, but I'll just, before I look at it, I'll just say sometimes it accumulates, and you kind of get a little like, but it's the alpha burden. I'm still happy to do it, you guys, but you help me a lot when you uplift me back. So now let's check this out. Oh, wow. Okay, so you're choosing to extend the stream. Well, I'm happy. Okay, Phil the 40 pounds. Wow, thanks so much, man. Thank you so much. I mean, honestly, this is, I'm still always amazed that people would give me this, but wow, thank you. Let's get to the message. So talk more about those muscles that affect my dodgy knee. Okay, I could see this guy is smart. We talked a bit about his knee injury, and he asked me now. So he gets some coaching here about it. I do believe something was torn, but as you say, it has gotten weaker. I love cycling, but my outer hips ache a lot. I have been doing some knees over toe stuff. Okay, so yeah, it's still, I will try to give as helpful of an answer as I can. You know, I would either way, but especially because of the super chat with that amount, I really want to. But it's still kind of like, I'd really have to see you in action. I'd have to understand more what you are capable of. How strong are you right now? I'd have to see what it looks like when you do, to be able to give proper actual input, right? But it is basically like I told you, everything around the knee needs to be strengthened. And those muscles that you, because you say that your leg kind of comes out, so it's also those muscles that pull the knee in, which will be some adductor muscles. So you think of the adductor machine when you just sit and, you know, the good girl, bad girl machine. I guess the good girl move when you pull your legs in towards each other is the internal rotation thing, right? So that, for instance, so simple, I would prefer something else than a machine, but just to understand the motion and muscles, right? And different things like that. You can even do things like when you squat, that you put, I did this, because I have had the same problems, not with the knee necessarily, but with the internal rotation, that you put a band so that it pulls your knee even more out, and you don't have to go too heavy on the squat, but then you can work on pushing, you work your internal, because it's pulling your knee out, right? So you're working those muscles to pull it in. And I warmed up like this, that I put a band, like if you see that, like I put the band here and then on my leg that's closest to it, so it pulls out, you know. Then I just did like sets of 20 where I just kept trying to keep the knee in position, right? So that's something for the internal rotation, so that the knees goes out there. But you talk about having some knee issues too, and then it's basically just the fucking knees over toes stuff that you were talking about there, like knees over toes split squat, the the different squats like that with elevated heel is often good, because you're gonna stay more upright and you're gonna allow the knees to travel way further out, the knees further out your toes. Yeah, that's right. Tibialis raises. If you looked into the knees over toes stuff, you've probably seen that. But tibialis, for those who don't know, is like, you know, we have the calf there. I don't know how well you see, but the tibialis is here on the front. It's this muscle. So that's the opposite. While the calf does that, the tibialis does that. And so you want to strengthen even the one calf muscle attaches over the knee joint on the back. So training that will help too. It's the soleus, is the one you train with a bent knee. You hit the other one with a straight. So for knee health, you want to do calf raises with bent knees. Like there are machines for that, but you can find other ways. But the tibialis you want to train as well, because most knee issues have to do with the front of the knee. It can be the back, and it will always help to strengthen everything. But the tibialis mainly. Actually, one, did I? Yeah, I can show you one here actually, if you haven't seen it from the knees over toes squat yet. It's an easy body weight one. So I guess my head might be cut off here, but you will still see what I'm doing here. Here. Yeah. So look, you come out. And the further out you come with your feet, the more difficult it is. But then you just do it like that. And it might look like it is nothing, but if you keep it strict, and even if you take the legs further out, it gets burning after a while. So this is a great way to start strengthening tibialis. But so if I round off, now I've really, from the information you've given me, I mean, I can take a look at the chat to see if you followed up with something. But from the information you've given me, that's really the best advice I can give. Find ways to work on your internal rotation in the hip, like the adductor machine or similar patterns, or doing squats with something, you know, making yourself have to work on internal rotation in a squat by adding the band, pulling the knee out, right? And strengthening the stuff around the knee, focusing on the quads, the actual knees over toe stuff like that, and the tibialis. And then the hamstrings and calf would be good too, but I think the front is more important for you. So that would be my advice to you. Thanks again for a big support in total, because you sent two £50 super chat. I don't take that for granted at all. And yeah, I wish I could tell you more for your knee. I get so grateful, you know. Patriot Footbed sent another $8 Australian and says, let's make it a 2-hour stream. And yeah, man, I appreciate that. I don't have much more to say about that since there's no question or anything, but I appreciate the support totally. Just see if I missed anything before all this. No, I think I took all of that. Asara says, no one is perfect, man. Sometimes your family is your biggest motivator. And he goes on, I can relate a lot actually. My parents weren't very supportive of my gym routine, but wait until I get big. But bro, do you see how the fuck I look? And I still get no credit from my parents. They're kind of like, yeah, you know, yeah, I mean, you are in good shape. Oh, we're just happy that you're not depressed. And it's like, have you seen what's going? Not depressed. Is that how you describe? Who's Theo? That guy with Uncommon Sense channel. Oh, he's that guy that's not really depressed. Is that a good, accurate description, or is it he's a fucking beast of a man that just helps so much people, uplifts everyone in his life, everyone around the family, all the family friends that love me. I have gotten several clients from the family friends. Still, the coin doesn't fall down in their head that, oh, maybe our son is actually fucking amazing. Maybe we shouldn't always just tell him the stuff he's doing wrong. Maybe we should give him some credit for some of this. But no, because I guess, you know, I know that's why I'm not really hurt about it, you know, I'm just ranting about it now. But I know that's the way they were brought up. They got no support from their parents. And I've come full circle with my parents that when you realize how much your upbringing affected and wounded you, you might get mad, then you forgive them, you know, but then you might still think of it as the things they did wrong to you, even if you've emotionally let go of that. But I've come full circle recently and realized, hey, wait a minute. Parents always, they project their fears onto you, you know. And it is because they want to help, it's just that they fail so much in it, right? But I realized, wait a second, it is my upbringing is part of me being the man I am today. So actually my parents did a perfect job. They gave me the exact challenges I needed to learn the lessons that they never learned. And the thing now is just that they don't fucking understand that, yeah, now I'm the alpha. Now I'm the parents. Let me parent you. Yes, I'm grateful. I don't hold anything against you, but fucking shut the fuck up with your dumb shit and let me be the alpha and help you guys now. I don't need your help anymore as much. I still need you, parents. There are some things you can help me with, but I can help you too. A whole fucking lot if you just open your dumb, stupid eyes, right? So, how much I swear and stuff, but you know, it's just more fun to deliver things like this and be like, you know what, they did cook. You know, it's just more fun to express yourself. Patriot Footballs, yep, family will never give credit, ever. No, the thing I've figured out with family is that they might give credit, it's just that they are the last people to come around. The closer people are to you, the more difficult it is for them that you've gone a different way and changed from how you used to be and stuff. So what I've heard about a lot of successful people is that it took a long fucking time, but you know, at some point it was just so in their face, they can't deny it anymore. They had to come around. And look, it's a balance. Of course, when I ran to you guys, I tell you about that stuff. But my dad, for instance, he really wants me to train him. He knows that I'm good at the training. He just doesn't see the big picture, what more it's about, you know. But so I have him and some other people here as clients, you know. And I'm happy with being that pro. And I get credit. They're happy. They tell me good job as a coach, you know, on the training. So yeah, I of course focus on that part now, but it's still like, that's the more, I mean, that's just makes sense. Like, why would they not use their son that's an amazing coach and trainer? Like, are you fucking dumb? You know, yeah, my mom is still, you know, she's more stubborn there, but it's more like, how can you, the people that say that you love me the most and want to support me, why are you always just trying to scare me and telling me what can go wrong and never support here, like most people fucking do, right? So let's see. And Phil D said before, but I think I need something more focused. I will have you as my trainer to help me. Well, that would be, you said something before. He continued after the, yeah, I mean, man, we could, because you might not need my full-on coaching. You might just need some coaching more than like the one consultation. But, you know, we could maybe have check-ins less often. You know, I do pragmatic deals with some people, right? Like I have my standard packages that I offer people. But sometimes, you know, if you just can tell that, you know, we can get, this is what business is, you know, this is so nice. When you see that all these fucking systems and structures and that, it doesn't have to be like, no, this is the product and this is the price and there's no wiggle room. You know, you came to the store, this is our rules here. No, you're dealing with me. We just come up with something that makes us both happy. And now that's our relationship, you know. That's what business really is relationship. And it's just that with the money, you balance out the thing sometimes. That, you know, we can get along and talk and have a good time, but in that particular setting, it's me that has some kind of information and skill that I'm teaching you. So in order to make up for that imbalance in the relationship, you pay money. That's really how it works. And I love it with my clients these days, you know. All of them are really just friends to varying degrees, because you always have people you're closer and less close to without that meaning that you don't like them, you know. But all my clients feel like some sort of just friend, basically, where they also pay me because I specifically help them out with their life process, right? So, yeah, I love that. My job is fucking amazing, you guys. Do you understand I'm working now? Yeah, I'm super grateful to you guys that make it possible for me to earn money by doing something I love here. Just being out doing my process and helping you guys, interacting with you, entertaining and educating you guys. I'm truly blessed, really. Thanks God. Thanks God. I do not forget where I've been in my life. I do not forget how much I wanted this that I now have, and now how impossible I thought it was, and that I now have it. I do not take that for granted. Thank you, God. And thank you guys, because it wouldn't be possible without you guys. And then Patriot Foodpes asks, are your parents healthy? So what I'll say to that is that I know they are boomers, you know, they were born 59, both my parents. So they are, I guess, 63 this year, yeah. So what I noticed, because I've trained a lot of different people, is that a lot of people my age, my generation, I'm a millennial, I'll be 30 in a few months, but if they have not trained, they are all fucking stiff and like, because they might have, even when they were growing up, not moved that much. And that's the thing with that generation, even when they have kind of deteriorated because they've not been eating well, they've been enjoying too much of the good stuff, you know, the unhealthy stuff, not exercising as much, they kind of deteriorate. It's like they have a different foundation because they were out and about so much more than a lot in our generation. I think I'm lucky. We were still out playing when I was a kid, even if we also played a lot of video games. So kids these days, they're fucking born with a smartphone, you know, born with an iPad, babysitter. So it's terrible. But so, my parents, they could definitely do a lot better. My mom's sleep is terrible. My dad, actually, because I give him free coaching, he's not drinking any more beer this year, so that's good. He has not an alcohol problem, but, you know, just too much beer like that. But yeah, so, you know, they are decent. They could definitely be worse, but especially in my mom, it's like she doesn't understand that it's not about, yeah, mom, I want to help you get jacked. I want to help you build the best. No, I want to help you fucking feel better. I've had all the issues you had, mom, the ADHD issues, you know. I could help you fix them, but, you know, she's blind to that. So, you know, they have going for them that they have planted seeds in their youth, and it's easier to revive like that than for someone who was just completely sedentary and ate shit as they were growing up. But so they are not great now, they're not terrible, but they have that going for them, that if they commit to me, like my dad really has with the training, at least they can get a lot better. Now with my dad, it's just about getting him to eat properly. He eats too little. He really got a little fat, mostly from the beer, and then he eats too little food. So I've granted him one croissant per day if he has it with 3 eggs on the side, because it's like it's a balance thing. I obviously don't think croissants are healthy, but one, if it makes him eat 3 eggs, it's a netto win. And that's with the Opti, guys. Sometimes you can speculate all you want about the theoretically best thing, but if it's not reality, if it's not an option, there's no point, right? So yeah, well, that's what's up with my parents and their health. Aman Sidhu says, in my culture there's a saying, first the parents raise the child, then the child grows to parent them and teach them the new world, insights, etc. Exactly, man. I like what they say in your culture, because that's exactly the way I view it. That's my goal with my kids, that I am obviously the alpha, their leader, their Jesus, their, you know, God in a sense. I'm not actual God, but their image of God, right? I am the center of their, like, you know, the way I viewed my dad as I was a kid. I remember before I got traumatized, well, the way I just thought he was the most amazing person in the world, you know, and he could teach me everything, and we had fun and like that. And so that's what I want to do with the kids. I aim to give them a better upbringing so that they will rise to even further heights than me. I don't want to compete with my kids. I need to be better than them as they're growing up, but then I want to, I am, sorry, you know, I'm a slingshot for them to like get even further than me. And then I will enjoy that they take good care of me. as I grow older, and I will enjoy learning lessons from my sons and my daughters, and be finally I can sit back and be taken care of, right? I'm looking forward to that. Fucking parents, you know. It's my responsibility. But we're the parents. We're the ones supposed to take care of you. Fucking ego, you know. Can't receive help from the kid. And amen, Patriot Footbed said. So 120, I think that's a good stream length actually, now that the chat is natural to an end. Really appreciate the engagement, guys, like both in just talking and chatting with me, but the super chats, wow, really exploded towards the end. All of that happened the last 30 minutes, so totally appreciate it. Don't take it for granted. I have scheduled regular live streams at 6 p.m. On Saturdays, my time, Central European time. There's 9 a.m. in the morning in LA, I know. It's a little unfortunate for Patriot Footbeds, who seems to be in Australia, because it's in the middle of the night. But I have to try to pick a time where most people will be available, and that's just what works right now. And I will have these spontaneous streams at other times too, but just so you know, there is a regular one. It's already scheduled on the channel. You can go and like it. Please comment this stream as I turn it off. It will help the algorithm, help more people see it, so I appreciate that. And yeah, guys, look forward to a video about Cole's protein keto diet. I have some updated views on it that I will share with you in 3-4 hours or so. But okay, guys. Oh, wow. The last, did you send the last one there? Patriot Footbeds. Now, I was going to end it, but 31 Australian dollars. Thanks, Theo, he says. And by that, I've made pretty much exactly 1,000 Swedish crowns on the stream. That's like 100 euros or dollars, basically. So, wow, there was no question. So I got to say thanks again, Patriot Footbed. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the future. If you have any other questions about anything, please hit me up on my social media and I'll be happy to answer your questions. And yeah, all of you guys, thank you for this time. I will see you later. Peace.